Hi everyone, and welcome to DIY Mummy's Minute, making budget-friendly crafts. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now plug in those glue guns and let's get started. So today we are going to be making an Addams Family pumpkin using our last name. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up your design space and we'll get started. So you're going to click on your text box and the first word is going to be the. And the font I'll be using for the is called Eldine 721B, T as in Tom. It's right there in the upper left-hand screen. So once you have the, you can then go ahead and click text box again. And this is where you're going to enter your last name. So our last name is Meekins. You can then open up a third text box, and this is where you're going to enter family. And the word the and family are going to be in the same fonts. For the family name, we're going to go ahead and change the font to something a little more fancy. So it's kind of cursive writing. It's called Mahogany Script. So we're going to add some images to our pumpkin vinyl. So on the left-hand side, you're going to click images. And then in the search bar, you're going to enter bats and then hit return. Once you find the image that you're looking for, you're then going to go ahead and select that image. And then at the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to select Add to Canvas. So I selected the third bat that came up. And we're going to go ahead and adjust the size of that bat. And to adjust your size, you just highlight your bat. And in the lower right-hand corner, those arrows, those are what are going to adjust the size. You can just drag them back and forth to make it bigger or smaller. So this bat, I'm actually going to rotate it a little bit as well. And to do that, you're going to highlight your bat. And then on the upper part, you can see where it says rotate, and there's little arrows there. You can just go ahead and click up or down, and that's going to rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise. So I'm then going to go back into my images, and I'm going to select the 7th bat that comes up. And so you're going to highlight that bat and then click Add to Canvas. Once you have your images on your canvas, you can then go ahead and adjust the size and move them around the screen to where you want them placed. So the next part is just looking at your pumpkin. So this pumpkin was purchased at Michael's. It was $24.99, however I got it half off. So you're going to want to look at the pumpkin and figure out where you want your vinyl to go. So once you have the face on where you want your vinyl, you're then going to go ahead and measure it out. Just measure it the best you can to where you want your vinyl. So for this pumpkin, I would say the height would be about 15 centimeters on which I would like to use. And then the width you can go a little bit longer, so about 17 centimeters. So back to design space, I'm going to go ahead and add a circle shape to my canvas. And this is just going to give me the surface area of that pumpkin. So I'm going to go with 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. And I just want to make sure that my writing is going to fit within that circle. So you're going to adjust the size of the circle to 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. And then I'm going to go ahead at the top and click Arrange. And I'm going to move that circle to the back. And that way I'll be able to see the lettering. And this will give you an idea of what it's going to look like on your pumpkin. So once I seen the lettering within the circle, I thought it was a little too big. So I'm going to go ahead and make the lettering a little bit smaller. So you want to make sure the and family is much smaller than your last name. And don't worry about the bats fitting in the circle because you can have a little bit bigger width on your pumpkin. So I'm just worried about the letters here. So I want to make sure they fit perfect within that circle. You can then go ahead and add your bats a little bit closer and just adjust the sizes to exactly how you want them to look on the pumpkin. And the circle's really going to help with that. And once you get that perfect size, you can then go ahead and delete your circle. Once you're happy with your design, you're then going to go ahead and highlight the whole thing. So you'll highlight your bats and your wording. And at the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to click Weld. And this is going to make the whole thing one part. So you should be able to move it around the screen and it all move together. Once your weld is complete, you can then go ahead in the top right hand corner and click Make It. This will take you to the next screen and it will show your mat and how big you need to cut your vinyl. The vinyl I'll be using in this project is Cricut Permanent Premium Vinyl in the color black. Before you go ahead and cut your vinyl, you want to make sure you have your dial on the right setting. So you want to set it to the vinyl setting. You can weed your mat in with the flashing arrow, and then once your Cricut button is flashing, you can then go ahead and press it and cut your vinyl. Once your cut is complete, you can then go ahead with the weeding process, and then you're going to apply your transfer tape to the image, and then it will be all set and ready to apply to your pumpkin. So once you remove the white part of the vinyl, you can then go ahead and start applying it onto the pumpkin. So you're going to find the face that you chose to put the vinyl on. So I kind of just stuck the transfer tape and did a crease in the middle. And then I applied each section individually. So I started with the top part, the, and once I got the on, then I cut the transfer tape off. And then I went ahead and I did the same thing for the bats. So once the bat was applied onto the pumpkin, I then went ahead and I cut the transfer tape off. When you get to the family name or the middle part, you're going to start in the middle and work your way to the sides, and you might need to make little slits depending on how it's applying, just so it doesn't bunch up. So once you get your family name then applied to the pumpkin, you're then going to go ahead, cut that transfer tape off, and then you're just left with family. And there you go, we have our Addams Family pumpkin, and it's such a great keepsake. We can use it every year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and have a great and safe Happy Halloween.